Hey guys, Aaron here. How you doing? Something a bit different today, actually. I'm going to try out Professor Layton and the Curious Village. This was one of my favourite DS games, actually. So I figured out how to get them up and running on my Wii U. So I thought, you know what, why not? Maybe I'll do a few DS games in the future. I'm going to start off with this one, as it's a bit chilled, you know, a bit more of a chilled layback game. Hey Wang, Burnt Apple Pie, hey there. Major! I thought you might like this. Chloe and Dytu, welcome guys. How you doing today? Right, okay, let's get on with this. It's been years since I played this. I've had to shuffle the screen around a bit, hopefully to show as much of the gameplay as I can here. Cool, okay then, well. Let's go with ADH, why not?
The things we saw that day in the village became a secret we would have to keep from everyone.
Proper Mary
for the rest of our
Poppins
lives.
English, that is.
Because, you see...
Oh, I see. Can we... Let me just see if we can swap this around a bit. Now, the cool thing is with the actual Wii U is that you can do this. You can swap around the resolution of the screen. We might have to just have a little mess around here. Nope. That was a bit of a fail. There we go. That might be better for the time being. Full motion video on a DS. Eat your heart out. Wow.
I don't understand, Professor. Why are we going to help solve an inheritance dispute?
Luke, my boy, do you really think I would take on such an ordinary request as that? Oh no, this is an altogether unique and exciting situation, and it has piqued my intellectual curiosity.
So yeah, it's kind of like a puzzle game. If I remember correctly, I haven't played this for a while now, but you have like over 100 puzzles in it, and it's kind of like a Sherlock Holmes adventure game, I guess, and there is quite a good story to it all.
Passed away. Shortly after his death, his will was disclosed. The contents
Dytu, man, thank you for the sub over on Twitch. I'm just going to double check that alerts are turned on, because I was messing around the other day. Yeah, it should be popping up on the screen.
The Reinhold family treasure.
Thank you, man. Absolute legend.
Apple is hidden somewhere within this village. To whomever successfully locates this treasure, I offer the whole of my estate.
Okay.
Naturally, those who attended the reading of the will immediately set out in search of the golden apple. But in the end, everybody came back empty-handed. It turns out that no one had even heard of such a treasure existing, until its mention in the will.
Wow, that's some puzzle, all right.
It's all about those puzzles.
Quite. Augustus Reinhold staked his entire fortune just to...
I'm not great at solving puzzles, I just want to throw that out there. And I can guarantee that I can't remember any of the puzzles from when I originally played this. Maybe one or two.
Professor. By the way, just what is this golden apple anyhow?
Some speculate it's a rare antique, while others say it could be a gem, yet its identity remains elusive. But Luke, I can't shake the feeling that this matter is linked to some larger mystery.
Hey Polar Plays, welcome there.
Huge.
Aha! Is that your famous intuition at work again, Professor?
Well, our first step is getting to...
Gambian, will I be your dad?
This is all so exciting.
I've never been asked that before.
I'll
be your surrogate dad, there you go.
Ready for the famous archaeologist and puzzle-solving detective,
Herschel Layton. Okay.
Oh, Luke, you know as well as I do that I am no detective. Augustus
Really?
Reinhold's wife, Lady Dahlia, has asked me to investigate the situation. It seems she came across my name by chance when reading an article about me in the
They
papers.
so needed Layton for Smash.
And you immediately decided to take her
I'm
up on
gutted
her
they never
request.
added him as a character, to be fair.
Oh, well, Luke, a true gentleman never refuses the request of a beautiful lady.
Damn straight.
If you say so, Professor.
We should be nearing the town by now. Look at the map in the envelope and help me with directions.
Right you are, Professor. What in the... What's this?
Oh, we got our
Lady
first
Dahlia
puzzle.
seems to have given us a test.
Oh, we've got a test
We'll need to
already.
decipher this map in order to
Major,
find the village.
I must admit, I've never completed a Professor Layton game. This was the one that I really got into.
She wants to
I
see
ended up,
if
as you
we
already
can
know, I
crack
ended up
the
buying the
mystery
majority of the
surrounding
games,
Reinhold's fortune.
but I never
Care
really
to give it a
played
go,
that
Luke?
much into them. But this
I'll
was
do my
definitely,
best.
I think,
A puzzle
regarded
like this
as
should
the
be no
best,
problem for the
perhaps.
apprentice of the great Professor Layton.
Mr. Bolliff, hey there, welcome.
Very well then, Luke. I'll leave this one to you. Think of it as a warm-up for things to come.
Okay, so we're already on to solving a puzzle. This could be interesting. So this puzzle is worth 10 picker rats. Right, okay, here we go. I know. I think I've got all of them, except maybe one of the 3DS games, but yeah, shocking that I haven't actually played through them all. Right, okay guys, right, let's do this. So we're on the first puzzle. My village is on a road that leads to no other village. I look forward to seeing you there. Use your stylus to draw a circle around the right village, then touch submit. Okay then, so my village is on a road that leads to no other village. Okay. I don't want to get stumped on the first one, so let's follow the path. Putting the brain to the test. So it can't be... Doesn't look like it's a 2 on the right hand side. Sure.
Well, here's my guess.
I was going to say.
Layton's a
Well, to be fair, that was the only one that looked like a village. The rest looked like cities and... or big rise buildings. But yeah, that was the only village that isn't connected by roads. I've passed the test.
There we go. Now we should be able to make our way to the village.
AZ6. That is Dytu, right? There we go. Now we should be able to make our way to the village.
Right you are. We should see it on the horizon any moment now.
Huh? Professor? Do you mean to say you've already worked out the village's location?
Come on, he's a smart man. Of course he knows.
I'm afraid I couldn't help myself. A basic puzzle like that is easy enough to solve with a glance. Anyhow, you'd best gather your things, Luke. We've arrived.
I tell you what, I completely forgot how much video and voice acting is in this game. I didn't think DS games really could deal with that, but I was wrong. Okay then. Interesting. I'm not even going to attempt to do the voices. It appears that the drawbridge is the entrance to the village. And we're stuck on the outside. What should we do, Professor? Oh, that was a kid. Look over there. There's a man standing on the other side of the river. Maybe he can help us. Right, tap an area to investigate. What was that? Good day, sir. We'd very much like to gain access to the village. Could you please drop the bridge for us? That was awful. Do I look like the sort to go dropping the bridge for a bunch of fancy-looking outsiders? You got a lot of nerve. We received a letter of invitation from Lady Dahlia. I don't suppose that changes things, does it? From Lady Dahlia? Well then, I'd love to lower the bridge for you, smarty pants. But the engine's broken, and I can only move the blasted bridge with a hand crank. There's all these infernal slots I could put the crank in, but I ain't got a clue which one to use. It's a brain box. You got any idea which one's the right one? Well, I guess we're going to find that out. So this is worth 15, is it? Yeah, there was a film. Is it worth watching? I never watched it myself. Right, there's no way to lower the bridge and get across without inserting the crank to the correct slot. Choose the slot that fits the crank shown below. Wang. Yeah, it does kind of look like a Studio Ghibli type of game. The more it's worth, the harder it is. Okay. So tap the crank to change the viewing angle. So we need to figure out which one it is then. I think... Well, that's definitely not it.
That should do it. Frankly, I'm ashamed.
I'm ashamed myself. Take a careful look at the picture. The shape of the slot will be the reverse of the crank. Okay. Let's try that again then. Yeah, I don't particularly want... Oh, we've already lost 5. I don't particularly want to pay for the hints. So we know it's not number 2. It was number 1, wasn't it?
Luke, here's my answer.
Yeah, how did I... As soon as I
Solved.
I saw it there, on that second time, it all made sense. Let's get that bridge dropped. That'll do it. Hold on a second. I'll let her down. I'm going to say it again. I just don't feel right about letting outsiders into St. Mystere. I think I pronounced that right. But if you're Lady Dahlia's guess, I guess I'd better. At least give her my regards, you hear? What a drawbridge. Look at those pixelated graphics. Yes, we've finally arrived in St. Mystere. I'm so excited. I wonder what mysteries await us here. Ha 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 ha. Well look, we'll find out soon enough. Just be careful not to let your excitement cloud your ability to analyse your surroundings. I say, Luke, this is a perfect time to explain how to move about during our investigation. Give the shoe icon in the lower right hand corner of the touchscreen a tap with your stylus. After you do this, a set of arrows will appear on screen. Tap one to head in that direction. So remember, when you want to move, just tap the shoe. Go on then, give it a try. Okay, so we got the entire of town to look around here then. So we got some old woman over to the left. I'm going to go and chat to her first. Oh hello, pleasure to meet you. Welcome to St. Mystere, where our local export is the puzzle. Oh, before I forget, you should know that every time you solve a puzzle, you earn a set number of picarats. The more picarats a puzzle is worth, the tougher the puzzle will be. They say lovely things happen when you gather enough picarats. Imagine that, a reward for solving puzzles. For practice, try this little riddle that your hat reminded me of. Think good and hard before you answer. Right, okay then. Strange hats. These 4 top hats are all the same height, but the length of each brim is different. In other words, the hats are equally tall but vary in width. One of these 4 hats has a brim and height that are the same length. Which hat is it? I've been at work all day. Maybe this was a bad choice of game. Right, 4 hot taps, all same height. The length of each brim is different. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Oh, I see what. Right, I see what we're going on here. So. I mean, I could kind of cheat, I guess. Let's have a... I'm pretty sure I did this with the original game, to be fair. So, let's move the mic away a bit. Right, so it's definitely not A. Well, we've got our choice. Let's go with B.
There we go.
What?
Frankly, I'm ashamed.
You were going to go with C. The weird thing is, I just measured them all. So you're probably right, Wang. It probably is C. It just,
That should do it.
You were
Frankly,
both wrong.
I'm ashamed.
I'm glad it wasn't just me then. We're losing picarats here, guys. Right, let's try that again.
That should do it.
A, apparently.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
That surprised me. The first time I measured it, it didn't look like it was right. It's a very famous optical illusion. Optical illusion is a visual phenomenon where your eyes perceive things differently than they actually are. There are dozens of known optical illusions. What's the world coming to when you can't even trust your own eyes? Very, very true. But anyway, we've done it. Oh, bravo! I think you got the hang of this. If you try your options one by one, you'll eventually find the answer. However, you'll also encounter lots of puzzles that can't be solved by simply trying all the answers. If you answer incorrectly, the pickaxe you can earn from a puzzle decrease. Tough stuff. It goes to show you how important it is to think for yourself and find the answer on your own. Well then, best of luck to you. I'll be rooting for you too. Man, look at the nose on her. Okay, so what we got here? We got a door that I'm pretty sure we can get through. We got some other guy that actually seems to be laughing or picking his nose. Let's go with him. Hee hee hee. What a dandy set of fellows you two are. Must be new to St. Mystere, huh? The name's... How do I even pronounce that? The name's Stachin Scarfen, and I've got some advice for you. Tap that barrel back there with your stylus. Don't ask questions, just do it. So... Ah, we got some pickerats, I guess. Kehehe. Felt good, didn't it? Round these parts, that's what we call a hint coin. When you find yourself up against a really tough puzzle, you want a hint. Trust me on this one, fellows. And it's just those times when you want to use a hint coin to purchase a hint. I bet you think puzzles will be a breeze now, eh? Think again. There are a limited number of hint coins in this village, so don't go wasting coins on any old riddles. Because if you do, well, you'll come across a real stumper. You'll be sorry. Really sorry. I've got the act of hmms just down to a T, haven't I? Got all that? Good. Be seeing you round. Right, okay then. Right, we don't want to go there. Let's get in the door. Don't you think we should head to Reynolds Manor, Professor? I'll get better at this, trust me. I've been thinking, Professor, shouldn't we be keeping a record of our investigation? You brought up a very good point, Luke. Let me explain how to go about saving your game. We don't need to know about saving your game. Yeah, I'll figure that out when I come to it. Yeah, tap the journal. We have also got quick save for this, so we're all good. Okay, so we can return to puzzles to... Cool. Okay, so we better get to the mansion then. Go on, let's have a chat with him. Oh man, there's going to be a lot of characters in the game. I'm not going to give... I can't give them all distinct voices. Oh, hello! I'm Percy, St. Mystere's unofficial writer-in-residence. Reynolds Manor, you ask? Head up that road to the right. It's immense, so you'll know when you'll see it. But before you go, why not try your hand at this puzzle I thought up? See if you can work out which house is mine from the instructions I give you. I'll even sweeten the deal for you. If you manage to solve this puzzle, I'll tell you about the village. So how about it? Well, you will try, won't you? After all, a writer is nothing without an audience. Was that alright? Okay, where's my house? Worth 20 out of 20. Right, can you find my house? Go out the front door of my place and turn left. at the first junction you come across, take a right. Jeez. This is... We're only on the 4th puzzle. Right, go out the front door of my place and turn left. At the first junction you guys are going to have to help me on this. At the first junction you come across, take a right. Turn right again at the following junction. And you'll come face to face with the morning sun. Circle my house. Right, deep concentration mode here. Right, so let's see. Go out my front door and turn left. At the first junction you come across, take a right. Turn right again. And you'll come face to face with the morning sun. No, don't think that's the one. In which direction does the sun appear in the morning? The sun comes... I think it's east. Where, does anyone know? I thought it was from the east to the west. Maybe it's the west to the east. It is the east, okay. Let's hope so. Right, so let's turn this around. Take a right. I mean, that's kind of the one that I'm thinking, but I could be completely wrong though. What do you guys think? See, I did think it was the blue one in the middle, but I thought that was too obvious. That was the first one I went for. Right, we'll try the blue one anyway. So go out the front door of my place and turn left. At the first junction, take a right. No, that would be the south, surely. I'm going to risk it.
There we go.
No, that was incorrect.
Ugh, how embarrassing.
Well, if it was a blue roof, I should have trusted my instincts.
Here's my answer.
Oh, it was. That was actually the first one I went for. I just thought it was too obvious. It was like right in front of you, right in the middle. But nice one, Major. Working backwards is the easier. Ah, that's... Yeah, okay. Impressive. I thought I'd set out quite the puzzle, but you made short work of it. Now, for the gossip I promised you. The Reynolds family owns all of the land this village is built upon. I hear they own all of the buildings too. I suppose you could say this village belongs to the Reynolds. I'm sure that voice just changed. Well, that's all from me now. But rest assured that next time I'll have a harder puzzle for you. I'm not going to remember the voice next time, mate. Where's my house is now in your puzzle index. Right, okay, let's continue heading towards the house. Oh, who have we got here? Look at that man. Professor, look at that man standing in the street. He's blocking the path up to Rennell Manor. How terribly rude. Perhaps he'll move for us, but I have a feeling he has no intention of doing anything of the sort. Let's go chat to him then. Find out what's going on. What voice should we give him then? Hold up. I've never seen you two here before. What's a couple of new faces like yourselves doing here? They all sound very similar. We're here by invitation of the Reynolds. Now, if you excuse us, we have business through the gate. Business with the Reynolds? Is that so? Something's... something strange here. Yeah, you're a fishy pair. I don't trust you, that's for sure, but I'll let you pass if you solve this riddle, see? Just to warn you, it's a tough one. It's not going to be easy, is it? No way, definitely not going to be easy. Oh, jeez. Okay, puzzle 6. Lightweight. Here we have 8 small weights that all look the same. However, one of the weights in the group is slightly lighter than the rest. Using this scale 2 times, you can find out which of these weights is lighter than the rest. So which weight is the light one? Hey Sunrise, how's it going? Yeah, I'm not too bad. Having a bit of fun with Layton. Have you ever played it? It was one of my favourite puzzlers on the DS anyway. Just having a bit of fun with the voices. Using the scale 2 times, you can find out which of these weights is lighter than the rest. So which weight is the light one? Right, so we can load the weights you want to measure onto the scale. If both sides stay level, it means the loads on both sides of the scale are equal weight. Once you've found the right weight, place it in the answer area and tap submit. Okay, so number 1 is pretty light here. You've never played it. Fair play. I must admit I've not played it for a long time, so it's oh, I see. So I mean, number 1 is definitely the lightest. So, well, actually, I'll tell a lie. It weighs the same amount as number 2, didn't it? So it can't be number 1. It's not 4 or 2 either. How did you get on with Link's Awakening? Son. Did you manage to get into the next dungeon? Okay, we got number 6. Oh, you did manage to get through the Face Temple. Fair play. Man, you must have got that through that really quick. Or you played it for quite a long time after that anyway. yeah, guys, please do go and check out Sunrise's channel. Especially if you like a bit of Zelda, a bit of retro games. He is your man. Yeah, the colour dungeon. Yeah, it took about 20 minutes when I played through it on the stream. Yeah, the colour dungeon's a little disappointing, really, but it's kind of like a freebie, I guess. So I'm pretty sure I've gone through all the numbers here. I know. They're obviously, yeah, a bit backwards, this town, if they're using that scales like this. Yeah, well, I see you can weigh it twice, but it's more for the fact that I still think you kind of get some result from just weighing one at a time. Mr. Bad Place, hey there, how's it going? Okay, so 3 is maybe looking... I'll take that back, 3 isn't looking like a good option. One question, why is this music creepy? And I'm good, how am I? I kind of like the music for this game. It's kind of very peaceful, I guess, solving puzzles. It doesn't really get annoying either. I'm doing okay though. Oh, okay. Hey there, Lackafume. Fair play. So they, what, Major, you're saying it actually changes each attempt?
That should do it. Every puzzle has an answer.
To solve this puzzle with no guesswork, you must load 3 weights on each. Right, okay, that was what I was missing. I didn't realise that you could load more than 1 onto each side. Yeah, my bad. What voice did I give him? Hey, not half bad. Pretty sharp bunch, aren't ya? Pair of good sharp apples, the 2 of ya. So have we satisfied you? May we pass now? Course you can pass. Move along, and you better make sure to give my regards to Lady Dahlia. I didn't cheese it. I knew full well what I was doing. Yeah, sorry. That was my own fault. Raymond, is that? And just who you might be. My name is Layton, and this is my assistant Luke. We received an invitation to visit Raynald Manor. Ah, yes, yes. Aha, ho-hoo. We've all been expecting you, Professor Layton. But ahoo-hoo, you'll have to excuse my scepticism. Can't trust anyone these days, you know. For all I know, you could just be another hooligan in a top hat. Ahoo-hoo-hoo. So how do I know you're the real Layton? Well, don't ask me to solve a puzzle. That's pretty clear. Did you hear that, Professor? The nerve of this fellow. Surely you aren't going to go through all this after an insult like that? Now, Luke, settle down. Sir, are you saying that you'd like to test me to see if I'm the real Professor Layton? Precisely, Professor Layton. Now, if you don't mind, would you please solve this puzzle for me? Oh, jeez. Well, I'm glad you find it funny. I start off right with a voice, and it kind of seems to melt into like a voice that sounds like nothing like what it started out as. Oh no, I'm useless at these type of puzzles. Don't go asking me to do this. Get the 3 wolves and 3 chicks seen below to the other side of the river, while obeying the following conditions. No more than 2 animals can ride the raft at the same time. There must be at least 1 animal on the raft in order for it to move. If more wolves than chicks stay on either side the river, the wolves will eat the chicks and you'll have to start over. You can move the raft as many times as you like, but this feat can only be accomplished... but this feat can be accomplished in as few as 11 moves. Load animals onto the raft by dragging them over with the stylus. Raft can carry a maximum of 2 animals at once. When your raft holds 1 or more animals, slide your stylus to move it to the opposite shore. The raft can't move without at least 1 animal on board. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say Lackey Fume. I've seen this. This puzzle is, I'm sure, taught in preschool. So don't expect me to get it right. Why don't the wolves just eat the chicks now? That is a very good question, but I guess there wouldn't be much of a puzzle to solve if they all got eaten straight away. So basically, yeah, so if I transfer any wolves over and then chicks, they... Oh, if more wolves and chicks stay on either side of the river, the wolves will eat the chicks, you have to start over. Okay, I'm just going to jump straight into this and see what happens then. Uh-oh, chicken dead. No, that's the same thing. Because if I move the wolf back, he'll eat the chicks. And if I take 2 chicks over, see if I take a wolf back, that other chick's dead here.
There we go.
Awesome.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Puzzle can be solved in as few as 11. I think that's what I finished it on, 11, yeah. Fun fact time, there are several variations of this type of river crossing puzzle, and they've appeared in writings dating back to over 1,000 years ago. That's crazy. I guess they really didn't have that many puzzles back then. What voice did I give him then? Oh, do excuse my earlier rudeness. Let me show you to the manor. Everyone's waiting for you. Everyone? I was under the impression that Lady Dahlia was the only person expecting me. Right, this way please. Let's go for a boat trip then. Wrong way. Is this the manor, Professor? Look at that. It's positively gigantic. Just look at the size of it. It certainly seems like we've come to the right place. Wow, we got a stamp. Lucky me. The Professor and Luke finally arrive at Rainhall Manor. Let's head in, shall we? Yes, sir. Welcome to Rainhall Manor. Thank you for coming. I'm Matthew, butler and servant to the Rainhall family. Everyone's waiting upstairs for you. Ah, but before you go, I have a message from Lady Dahlia. She has requested that you take a look at this puzzle. Please do not be taken aback. My lady has a strangest sense of propriety sometimes. Go on, try moving the match. Let's go to the puzzle. One poor pooch. The matches below are arranged in the shape of a dog. This poor little doggy was just minding his own business when a car came barreling down the road and ran him over. Move 2 matches to change the picture so that it shows the dog after the accident. All puzzles are a matter of perspective, so don't assume that you'll be looking at the dog from the side by the time you're finished with one. Okay. That's got to be right, surely. Okay.
Oh, how embarrassing.
I'm sure. I'm sure I was on the right track there. What, like that?
There we go.
Sorry, I think I just repeated what I did there, didn't I?
Ashamed.
Oh. Oh, it was different, yeah. But surely it would look like that being squashed.
Luke, here's my answer.
Okay.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
It was pretty much all the same. Okay, so the red, yeah. The match head was the actual paw bits. That's absolutely correct. My commendations, sir. Again, I do apologise for the strangeness of the request. Now, please walk this way. We mustn't keep Lady Dahlia and company waiting.
Oh? Oh, you must be Professor Layton, I presume. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
Oh no, the pleasure's all mine.
Oh, no!
Luca!
Come back, sweetie!
Oh, we've lost the cat. Honestly, why am I constantly surrounded by incompetence? This is disaster. I can't do women's voices, obviously. Whatever is the matter? Oh, this is simply terrible. My dear, sweet baby, my Claudia. Your Claudia? Sweet, sweet Claudia, my little honeykings, my smoochy pie, my baby. Matthew! Okay. You're Professor Layton, yes? My name is Gordon. I'm the Baron's brother and one of those who requested your... I'd like to explain a situation further, but right now it's probably best to do as Lady Dahlia says. What is that? What else do we want to do? Let's talk to this guy at the back. Your name's Simon. I'm Baron Reynolds' nephew. My father is the little brother of Gordon there. Or rather, he was until we kicked the bucket, as he say. But I digress. So you're the famous Professor Layton? I thought you have more presence. Well, never mind that. I take it you won't mind if I throw a puzzle your way. It shouldn't prove difficult for a man of your ability. If you're as good as they say, this shouldn't amount to much more than a distraction. Right. As shown in the diagram below, you have a quarter of a circle. Within this circle is a rectangle, ABCD, which touches the edge of the circle at point D. Assuming that point B is located at the centre of the circle, how long is diagonal line AC? I'm throwing it out there, I did rubbish at maths. Worst of the worst. You've got a quarter of a circle. Within the circle is rectangle ABCD, which touches the edge of the circle at point D. Assuming that point B is located at the centre of the circle, how long is diagonal line AC? Oh right, okay, so... So it has to be like, it can't be decimal at all. Oh, hang on. Eight. 8 Itsy, I tell you what, no it hasn't. And I don't know why, because even the little alert in the top right. Hey Leon, welcome. So yeah, 5 across and 5 down.
Here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
Hoo-hoo, it appears that you're the real deal, Professor. I apologise for doubting you there. It seems you're quite the mind for puzzles. A lesser man that I might consider jealousy to be a reasonable response. I think you should listen to Lady Dahlia. Okay, so... I think we were trying to find the cat. Oh, okay. My lady, what is it? What in the world happened? Sounds a bit like Eeyore, doesn't he, from Winnie the Pooh? My lady Claudia got scared and ran off. Didn't you see her dart out of the room? I must have missed her. I'm terribly sorry, my lady. Oh, you're just useless, aren't you? Professor, you didn't see which way my baby ran off to, did you? Your baby, madame? If you were referring to that white cat, I saw it run out the door a moment ago. What? And you simply stood there and let her escape? Well, she is a cat. They are animals after all, and animals must run from time to... You fool! She's not just a cat. She has a name, and that name is Claudia Reynolds. She is a delicate flower, and she is simply a mess when I'm not close by to comfort her. Leon, it kind of is a blind play. I played through about half of the game back when it came out. And I haven't touched it since. So yeah, it kind of is a blind play. Matthew! I need you to find Claudia and bring her back immediately. Sounds a bit like Moss from the IT crowd. About this little inheritance problem of yours, Lady Dahlia. That can wait. Can't you see that we have a more pressing concern on our hands at the moment? You could have stopped her and yet didn't, so you have a responsibility to find Claudia and bring her back. Sending the Professor off to find a silly cat? The nerve! Who do you think you are? Haha, oh, it's fine, Luke. Besides, Lady Dahlia does have a point. It does seem we let Claudia run off. Madame, if you excuse us, we have a cat to track down. Thank you, and please hurry. My Claudia is such a delicate flower. Even the coarse outdoor air might prove too much for her. Oh man, what am I doing? Right, we got to find a cat. Wow, after all of the more pressing matters, we need to go find a pussy. Come on, let's do this. Okay, let's go find the cat. Professor, look at those paintings on the wall there. Ah, look at him. It's a very nice portrait, isn't it? I bet that late Baron Reynolds pictured there. But what about this one, Professor? I'm trying to give him like a more of an English accent, but it's not working. Who could this pretty girl be? The two portraits are next to each other, so they're likely family. She's probably the Baron's daughter. That's exactly right, sir. You are looking at a portrait of Flora, the late Baron's daughter. Pardon me for asking, but I couldn't help but notice your keen interest in art. Would you care to take this old frame with you? It used to hold the most wonderful painting. However, all that's left of it now is this small scrap. Oh, we got painting scrap. Nice. So we can assemble fragments of the old painting. Where's Gretel? She is fast asleep right next to me. If she wakes up, you know, I'll get her on camera. Or at the end of the stream or something. So, this is a piece of that old painting then. How interesting. Was it really that interesting? Not too sure on that. Oh, there's the cat. I bet it's going to run away. Professor, there she is. Drat, she ran off. We can't stop now. Let's give chase, Luke. Is it really our job to go and hunt down a cat? Seriously. No. Right, so he looks quite evil actually, so I need to give him a bit of an just ban her. I'm not going to ban her. Right, we need to give him quite a nasty voice then, I guess. Let's get ready for this. Cough, hack, hack. Blast, that burns. It looks like the engine blew out. So this is St. Mystera, the famed stomping ground of the late Baron Augustus Reinhold. I wonder what kind of tricks the old man set up in this village before he shuffled off. Oh, Layton, you ridiculous dandy. Just you wait. All the treasure you seek will be mine. Nah! Okay, so where are we going now? I'd wager this stream connects to the river outside. Hey Leon, how you doing today? Do we really want to speak to him? Oh, it's you, mister. Please call me Remo. Ahoo. Can I be of some assistance? As a matter of fact, Ramon, yes. Lady Dahlia's cat slipped out of the house. Have you seen her about? Do you mean dear Claudia? I think I saw her pass through here and run into the village a few moments ago. If that's the case, I sure wish you'd bothered to catch her before she ran away. Yeah. The one day I need a voice actor, I know who I'll call. Yeah, not me. Okay, so we've lost the cat somewhere. Hang on. Hey, you two! Help me out here, would you? I'm a real pickle. What seems to be the problem, sir? Some fool went and raised the bridge while I was on my break. Then as if that wasn't bad enough, that scoundrel made off with my only bridge crank. Oh dear, so you mean to say? That's right, until that thing turns up, no one is getting in or out of the village. I'm still looking for the blasted crank, but I'm too furious to get anything done. I know, that chin just kind of moulds straight into his chest there, doesn't it? Technically, is that even a chin? It's like neck, chin combined. I'm still looking for the blast... Yeah, we've done that. What kind of person would do something like this anyway? Oh yeah. I found this in the street when I was out looking for my crank. Got any Got any idea what it is? You got a strange gizmo. Okay, what is that? A gizmo? I haven't heard that word used for a while. Touch the trunk to open it. From here you can see the various mechanical parts you've gathered. He's eaten the cat, hasn't he? That's why it was bulging so much. Oh, there's the cat. It's going to run away, I'm sure of it. Aha! Fluffy, purple bow. Sullen expression. No doubt about it, that's Claudia. The question is, why is the cat running away? It can't really have that perfect life if it's just ditched its master. Well spotted, Luke. Now we've located her, the question at hand is how to go about catching her. Leave this one to me, Professor. Ah, yes. I'd forgotten that you have a way with animals. We'll go right ahead then. Here, Claudia. Here, girl. Ah. Scratch to the face. Yeah, we've lost the cat again. Luke, are you alright? I'm sorry. I wasn't much help. Professor, she's so much feistier than I imagined. Yawn. Yeah, I saw that cat. She almost scratched your eye out. Help catch her, you say? Thanks, but no thanks. I like living. Did you see that ferocious beast? I'm not going anywhere near her. Could you at least tell us in which direction she ran off? I saw that killer scurry off westward. She had fangs the size of daggers. Okay, so we're not going that way then. Let's go west. Oh, I almost forgot. We ought to visit the local inn and see if we can procure some rooms for the night. Sounds good to me, Professor. I was certain I saw an inn near the entrance to the village, just south of the square we're in. Let's head over right now and see if we can arrange some lodging. I think that was... oh, here we go. Yeah, I think all the character designs are quite unique. I think, was it Wang that said Studio Ghibli? It has that kind of look to it. Oh, hello there! Welcome to the inn at St. Mystere. We're the only inn in the village, you know. You see, visitors to our little village are quite rare. Ah, good day, madame. We seek lodging for the night. Do you have any vacant rooms we can rent? Oh, my stars, what terrible timing. We're currently remodelling all of our guest rooms. The only rooms left are in the attic, but if you don't mind that, I'll make sure you're very comfortable. I do hope you stay with us. It's been a while since a fine gentleman such as yourself stayed with us. The rooms are not very big, but I'll make sure they sparkle. Can you come back in a bit? Oh, I'll do my best to get your 2 normal rooms ready for you as soon as possible. Oh, thank you, but you needn't trouble yourself on my behalf. As long as I've got a bed to sleep in, I'm satisfied. Ah, yes, about that. Oh, what terrible luck, you see. All the beds are out being refinished. But don't worry, Mama Beatrice will take good care of you too. I'll even drop the nightly rate. God, what must my neighbours think? The inn is a puzzle in which you arrange items in Luke's and the Professor's rooms. To access it, touch the trunk icon, touch the inn icon. When you obtain a new item for Luke and the Professor, you'll be asked where you want to put it. You can always rearrange your items, so don't worry too much about where you first put an item. If one of your rooms is too full to add new items, yeah, okay, that's fine. Here's something to make the place feel a bit more like home. Lacquered stool. Where's it going to go? I'm going to give that to Layton. Why not? So we can't really do anything here at the minute then. We'd better get back to searching for Claudia, Professor. I couldn't agree with you more, Luke. Right, he looks like an interesting fellow, doesn't he? One person, yeah, a lot of these voices sound the same, Leon, and a lot of them are gonna they're not gonna sound the same as the first time I say them, but hey. Paulie, what should we give him? So, I've just had it this time. I think I'm gonna explode. Like a water balloon filled with rage. What's that? Why I'm angry, you ask? Why I'm angry? Let me in here, will you? There are 3 idiots in the village and we just can't stand each other. It's so bad that none of us want to see each other's ugly faces. Sometimes we cross paths on the way to work and just like that, bam! Time for a screaming match. I really wish we could find a way to stop bumping into each other in the mornings. Hang on, you look like you've got a good head on your shoulders. Do me a favour and help me out. Scottish character. Is there some Scots in this? Who's got my normal voice? Layton is. It's kind of my normal voice anyway. And then I'm kind of the narrator as well for these sections. Draw a path between each man's home and his work by connecting matching blocks. The catch is that these men can't stand each other, so you have to make sure that one of the paths touch. To make a path, all you need to do is tap a block and just start drawing. Yeah, it's so straightforward, you know. Oh, no Scott. Well, I'm sure I'll try and get some kind of Scottish accent in. Yeah, I can make him Scottish, but it's going to sound ridiculous, but adds to the fun. Right, draw a path between each man's home and his work. Okay. Right, so we're going to start drawing and see what we can come up with here. So, okay, well that messes us up for D. So A can't really go above because that will cut off C and potentially D. Now this is actually quite tough. So again, C could go around the outside. Let's just try that. But yeah, I think if I go... So B really needs to go around the outside. So let's take C back. Oh, here we go, here we go. Maybe. So, I mean, B and D will now, but probably not together. So that kind of looks okay to me. It's just trying to figure out... Hang on, hang on. So I was thinking B could come round like that, but that's going to then cut off C. And we can't really come round that way. And again, so I can kind of get free at a push, but that's about it. I mean, potentially A could be dealt with better, but I think keeping it to the outside like that is the way to go here. So it's kind of like if I could go up here and then drop down to D, but... Hang on, hang on. I've got this, I've got this. There we go.
Another puzzle solved.
They don't call me Mr. Smarty Pants for nothing. Right, that's right. Now these men don't have to look at each other. Oh, thanks a million. I can finally get to work without blowing my top. I really mean it. You're a lot brighter than you look. Well, thank you. Oh yeah, let me clue you in. See that big old mess of a tower beyond the village square? Take a tip from me. If you know what's good for you, you stay away from that thing. Well, right then, I'm off. Thanks again, chum. Right, we got another strange gizmo. Do we want to speak to her? Go on then. I'm sorry to trouble you, madame, but have you seen a white cat run by? A white cat? Ah, yes, it ran over that way towards the park. And what, may I ask, are you planning on doing with it once you find it? We're going to take it back to Lady Dahlia. It's her cat, and she's asked us to bring it back to her. Ah! What was that? And you're going to try and catch that cat barehanded? Ah, good heavens! That's a bit naive, don't you? It was Welsh. It's kind of... Agnes kind of reminded me of a Welsh type of lady. But now it's all gone a bit ski-whiff. That's a bit naive, don't you think? Listen here. Cats love treats, so try luring it over with some food. What do you... Nearly did the wrong accent there. What do you suggest? I've got some old fish bones around here that I'm sure that little thing would go wild over. I'll be happy to give them to you if you solve this puzzle for me. Did she go a bit Jamaican? We have to have a Jamaican accent as well then. Oh, it started off so well. 7 prize-winning pigs are lazing about in a pen. To make sure that the pigs don't fight with each other, you've decided to section off the pen with 3 ropes. Can you hitch the ropes up to some of the posts shown below and separate all the pigs from each other? Shit, I was trying to like do every accent under the sun. Hey, don't blame me. Remember, not even a snout or curly tail can sneak over each partition. Okay, so we need to... That was awful, I know. I need to practice before the next stream, obviously. I don't do accents at all, so they're all going to sound terrible. Right, okay then. So, drag the stylus from one point to another to draw a line. When you're finished sectioning off all the pigs, tap submit. Well, that was close, but not close enough. I think that was worse than before. Okay, maybe not. So there always seems to be that one in the middle that is causing us an issue here. Nope, still got 2 at top right. The posts under the top left and top right pig, can that go across? Actually, I think that's right.
There we go. Another puzzle solved.
Even the pigs are bound to be happy with this arrangement. Oh, I must say, I'm very impressed. Here you go then, some fish bones. As I promised, good luck with that cat. Some fish... What kind of reward is that? Some fish bones. I guess it will come in handy with the cat if we do actually manage to catch up to it. So we've got some giggling schoolgirl by the looks of it. T. That... I can't do women voices. It's not happening. That guy gets so worked up that he turns red like a tomato. He looks so silly. Oh, that was it. That weren't too bad then. Let's go upwards. There's the cat again. Professor, there she is. Quickly then, use the fish bones. Here, Claudia. Come here, girl. Meow. Meow. We've done it, Professor. Here she comes. Excellent. Now we can head back to Reynold Manor. Meow. Okay, we better get back. Having successfully caught Claudia, Professor Layton and Luke decide to head back to Reynold Manor. Are you becoming accustomed to moving around and investigating? Yeah. Are we getting some advice, guys? Puzzles will disappear. Oh man, so we can actually miss out on some puzzles here. Oh, hang on. We've got the House of Puzzles, of course. So we can still do them by going back to that point. There's already a couple there by the looks of it. Something doesn't seem quite right, Professor. Professor, oh, it's simply awful. Come quickly, please. What's the matter, Matthew? If you're worried about the cat, we brought her back safe and sound. Oh well, my lady will be very happy to hear that. But this is no time to worry about a cat. Just hurry upstairs, right this way, please. So you're the famous Professor Layton, then? The name's Chelmley, Inspector Chelmley. I'm the inspector of this case. Well, I'd hardly call it a case. If this is about Claudia, we brought her back safe and sound. Oh, Claudia, my baby. Mama missed you so much. Meow. What's this cat doing here? Why on earth would you bring an animal into a crime scene? Have some sense. We were out when this crime took place and we don't know what's going on. Could you please fill us in? There's been a murder, Professor. A man was killed here. What? Who was murdered? The victim was a resident of this address, one Simon Reynold. Simon was... Oh, it was that guy. I don't care about him. Approximately 2 hours ago, I received a report that a man had collapsed at Reynold Manor. Upon arrival at the scene, it was apparent to me that Simon was already dead. I see, and the cause of death? I'm currently conducting an investigation to look into it. I'll just let you know right now, Mr. Layton, I'm looking at you as a potential suspect as well. The rest of the details concerning this investigation are classified. Speaking of the details, who placed the call to the authorities? Are your ears clogged? You deaf? Didn't I just tell you these details are classified? Alright everyone, I'll be taking statements from each of you in the other room. Come in one by one, and let me make this clear. Under no circumstance is anyone to leave until I've talked to everyone. What a guy. He did look a little bit like Hitler. I wasn't going to do a German accent. From the look of it, this fireplace hasn't been used in a while. Oh, that guy's sweating. Sweating buckets. I've forgotten the voice he had now. Imagine a murder in this very house. It brings me a chill to my spine, it does. That's... yeah. That sounds more Welsh. You're a detective, are you not? Do hurry and find the monster that did this. My good sir, I'm no detective, but I agree that your concerns are certainly warranted. No one is safe until that criminal is behind bars. My sentiments exactly. I just don't understand it. Simon could be snide, but he wasn't the type to be hated, so it's already changed. If the criminal was after my brother's fortune, I could very well be this fiend's next target. You have a point. If we narrow the motive to stealing the Reynolds fortune, there are fewer potential subjects. Good gracious, you don't think I'll do something like this, do you now? Simon and I got along very well, I have you know. He wasn't very close to Augustus though. You know, all this talk of families had me contemplating a puzzle I once heard. Is it really the time for a puzzle? Bickering brothers. 6 brothers have gathered around a table to eat dinner. Let's call them brothers, 1 to 6, with 1 being the eldest and 6 the youngest. Each of the brothers is prone to fighting with the siblings directly above and below him in age, and can't be seated next to either of them. Oh, excuse me. Also, brothers 3 and 5 got into an argument the other day and refused to sit next to each other. Brother 1 has already sat down. Can you find a seating arrangement for the others that will keep everyone from bickering? Really, have we not got anything more pressing to be dealing with right now? Brothers 3 and 5 got into an argument the other day and refused to sit next to each other. Right. So it's all to do with their age as well. Directly above and below him, so... There you go, Leon. She awoke from her slumber. She did have a bit of a cut the other day. She don't look as scraggly as she once did. Go on and go. Right. Let's get back to the game. I'm just going to go for it.
There we go. Oh, how embarrassing.
Right, okay. Oh, yeah, of course I did. Oh, okay, 3 and 5 can't sit next to each other though, so let's move 4. No, 6 and 5 are together.
There we go. Every puzzle.
I don't know what voice would Gretel have. Something posh maybe? I don't know. Sit the boys as shown, yeah. Awesome. A meal in peace. I'm not doing his voice. I assure you, I had nothing to do with it, so please go and find the real murderer. Of course. I understand your position. It appears I'm suspect too. I'll find out what I can. And we got another gizmo. Matthew, did you notice any strange characters around the manor at the time of the incident? Not a soul, I'm afraid. I didn't even know about Master Simon until Inspector Chelmley showed up. And where is Simon's body now? I didn't see this, but I was told that the inspector carried the body out shortly after arriving. I see. Well, it looks like for the moment we're without a lead on the case. Ah, but you know, I found this in the room where Master Simon's body was discovered. What is that? What is this? I'm sorry to say I've no idea, but I thought it might be a clue, so I made sure to hold onto it. Amazing! It's a cog so small that one could search the room and miss it. Look, it has an engraving. Cog discovery. A small cog. Now that you mention it, I know a puzzle about an object that almost fits that description. What? Are you joking? A puzzle at a time like this? Apparently. I heard that there was a HD version for mobile phone. When I was trying to get this working earlier, I did see there was yeah, it come out on mobile. I don't know when, but right, you're holding an 8-pointed shape with a red dot on it. If you hold the shape so that a red dot is in the position shown in diagram A, then flip it over, you'll see a black dot as depicted below. Now, assume you're holding the shape as shown on the left side of diagram B. Where will the black dot be when you flip the shape over? Draw a circle. Right, okay. So if A flips, and it kind of turns as well, so that moves two places. So that would flip to here. However, going by the top one, that moved, what, 2 places? So, I mean, we're looking at either here or back down here.
There we go. Frankly, I'm ashamed.
Okay, that didn't work. The top right.
Luke, here's my answer.
It wasn't, no.
Frankly, I'm ashamed.
I'm going to go back with the first guess that I thought then. I thought actually this might be a bit of a trick.
That should do it.
Yeah, it was. Because I was going to say, when you flipped it, it moved 2 back. I should have went with my instinct. Yeah, it just... There we go. My apologies, but I'm afraid I don't know anything that would aid your investigation. Not at all. This small cog is more than enough for us to go on. But I do wonder why you're giving this to us. I believe you're a good man, Professor. I'm confident you will piece together this puzzle. I appreciate the vote of confidence, Matthew. We got another strange gizmo. Awesome. Oh, we got the detective back. Is this everyone who was present at the scene of the crime? I believe we are missing Ramon, sir. Ramon? Where is he? And what on earth is he doing? Matthew, fetch Ramon at once. To be honest, my lady, thinking about it, I've not seen Ramon for a few hours now. What? Don't tell me he was murdered as Swell. No, hold on a moment. He's a suspect too. Perhaps he fled the scene of the crime. His crime. Where could he be at a time like this? What if the murderer got Ramon too? Okay. Should we go hunt down Ramon? Wait a moment, Luke. Yes, Professor? There's something I'd like to discuss with Lady Dahlia. It shouldn't take very long at all. Where'd she go? Hey, where did Lady Dahlia go? I believe my lady has retired to the adjoining room to relax on her own. She's a strong woman, but it's only natural she'd need to rest after a terrible event like this. Very well then, would you please let her know that I have something I'd like to talk to her about? But of course, Professor, please wait here. Lady Dahlia might act like an ice queen, but I guess even she was shaken by today's events. Luke, if you wish to ever become a true gentleman, you'll need to start showing a little more sensitivity. Oh, of course, Professor. I apologise. That was wrong of me. My lady, we'll see you now. Just head back through that doorway on the left. Should we talk to him again? Poor Simon, murdered right here. I'm absolutely terrified. Bring this criminal to justice, I beg you. Lady Dahlia, I have a deep suspicion this murderer is connected to the mystery of the Golden Apple. What? It's too early to say for sure, but I think that it's highly probable the two matters are linked. And you think that Ramon is somehow involved in all of this? Potentially, yes. However, as of yet, we don't have enough information to draw any solid conclusions. I see. If that's the case, I have a request for you, Professor. Find Ramon and bring him back here to me. It sickens me that I'm being considered a suspect in this brutal crime. I must prove my innocence at once. As you wish, Lady Dahlia. We will ask around the village to see what we can find. I appreciate your help, Professor. Well then, I'll be waiting the good news in the parlour. Awaiting the good news. How many chapters are in this game anyway? I remember there being like over 100 puzzles, but I don't know how many you kind of have to complete. Oh, what's going on there? Look at this picture. What is it, Professor? Oh, isn't that Lady Dahlia? She's holding a baby. That baby must be Baron Reynolds' daughter then. Flora was her name, wasn't it? Gosh, what a cute baby. Oh, damn. Light Gazer, funded £2. $2, thank you, man. Oh, man, we're getting raided. You're in for a treat, guys. Haggis raid, Ugly Stewie, Bala, welcome. So you're going to have to put up with my really bad voice acting. Light Gazer, you are a legend. I think you donated last Thursday as well. Appreciated big time. I always spent a lot of time clicking around and finding all the coins and such. Spent way too much time. Mods, could we have a link back to Light Gazer's channel? What have you been streaming? Lady Dahlia hasn't changed much, has she? You know, Luke, they say that true beauty never ages. I suppose so, Professor. But even so, it makes me wonder. Maybe we can ask Lady Dahlia about it. Oh. By the way, Mr. Layton, I hear you're something of a puzzle connoisseur. This puzzle was popular in London when I left. I wonder if you've got what it takes to solve it. Go on then, throw it at me. 5 suspects. There you go. Cheers, guys. Appreciated. Ugly Stewie. Cheers, man. Thank you, Raiders. Much appreciated. Just going to copy that link real quick myself. You know what? Just clicking that big old subscribe button for you. If you sub to me and donate, you know, I've got to do it back to you. Thank you again. Much appreciated. Okay, so 5 suspects are called into police headquarters for questioning. They give the following statements. A. 1 of the 5 of us is lying. B. 2 of the 5 of us are lying. C. I know these guys. And 3 of the 5 are lying. D. Don't listen to a word they say. Out of the 5 of us, 4 are lying. E. All 5 of us are dirty, rotten liars. The police only want to release the suspects who are telling the truth. How many people should they let go? I wouldn't let any of them go, to be fair. They all look a bit sketchy to me. Light Gazer, you certainly made me smile. No worries. It's the least I could do. Right, okay. one of the 5 of us is lying. 2 of the 5 of us are lying. I know these guys, and 3 of the 5 are lying. Don't listen to a word they say. Out of the 5 of us, 4 are lying. Part of me just wants to go with E. Because at least they're being honest. They're saying themselves. Well, that person themselves is a liar as well. So, it's probably wrong, but... So... Oh, 0, sorry.
That should do it.
Oh, it was wrong.
I suppose I thought wrong.
No worries, thank you for the raid. Okay, well, it wasn't 0. Let's try that again. One of the 5 of us is lying. 2 of the 5 of us are lying. Don't listen to a word they say. Out of the 5 of us, 4 are lying. Is it going to be something like all 5 need to be let go because there's actually no evidence?
There we go. Another puzzle solved.
Cool. So every suspect accused a different number of people. If anyone was telling the truth, it had to be one suspect, no more, no less. The only suspect whose statement fits that condition is D. Looks like he's a free man. E is for sure a liar, which might make A the only truthful one. Perhaps one, yeah. I suppose I should have given you a tougher puzzle to solve. You do best to use that brain of yours to find out the golden apple everyone is abuzz about. Looks like a toaster. Can we leave the house? Pardon me, but we happened upon an adorable picture of you and your daughter, Flora, a moment ago. I beg your pardon? The picture of you holding a baby, the one in the next room. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never had any children. Huh? My apologies, madame. I must have been mistaken. At any rate, time is on the essence here. Go and find Ramon and bring him back, will you? If that's not Lady Dahlia in the photograph, then who on earth could it be? I think we do well to ask a butler a few questions. Perhaps he can clear this up for us. My, our murder is quite the slippery one. But rest assured, Mr. Layton, there isn't a criminal alive that can outwit me. I'll have him behind bars before you know it. So we want to go for the butler. Let's speak with Matthew again. Matthew, do you have a moment? Certainly, sir. How can I help you? It's about the picture of Lady Dahlia upstairs, the one of her holding a small child. Ah, yes, about that old picture. That's not Lady Dahlia, I'm afraid. It's a picture of Baron Reynolds' former wife, Lady Viola. But I certainly understand why you would mistake one for the other. They were virtually identical in their appearance, their gestures, and even in the way they moved. So that photo isn't of Lady Dahlia, but an earlier wife of the Baron? Wow, imagine finding someone who looks that much like you. What are the odds? Is there a chance the two were relatives of one another? I've never heard anything to suggest as much, sir. It just happened one day. The Baron arrived home, and at his side was Lady Dahlia. I'm sorry to say that's all I really know about the matter. Not at all. You've been most helpful. Thank you, Matthew. How odd. The more I hear, the stranger the whole affair starts to sound. Yeah, I do totally agree, Major. Once you know all of the puzzles, it's like a puzzle book, I guess. Once you finish the book off, you're not going to go back through it, are you? Yeah. But I guess this is a good thing they made so many of these games. Oh, there's that cat again. More. These are Simon's glass. No, these are Simon's glasses. But how on earth did they end up here? This could be a crucial clue in the investigation. I think it's best if we took these Inspector and Chelmley. What's the matter, Mr. Layton? Inspector, take a look at these. These glasses belong to Simon. We found them out in the garden. What the? I imagine they simply fell off the body when it was being carried out the village. Besides, if you have enough time to manage the village lost and found, shouldn't you be searching for the Reynolds inheritance or whatever it is supposed to be you're doing? Of course, if you continue to interrupt my investigation, I have some ideas about what you can do. My sincerest apologies, Inspector. I don't like that Chelmley one bit. He reeks of smoke and is so full of himself, and the way he treats you, Professor, is just too much. Luke, my boy, pay it no heed. Right now we have other priorities. Let's go ask around and find Ramon. Good idea, good idea. Let's go back into the town then. Oh, there's the old bat. Oh, it's Agnes. Let's try and get her accent a bit better this time. Look at you flitting away there. Whatever's the matter? Sorry to trouble you, but have you seen Ramon around here today? He was here until just a while ago. No, I can't say I've seen him today, which is strange considering how often he sneaks up the job. But enough of that. I hear you're quite an ace with puzzles. Would you mind helping me out with a puzzle I've been mulling over? Oh, right now? We're sort of in the middle of something. But if you insist. That was a bit more Irish, surely. The old bat. That was a bit mean. Have you heard of one-line puzzles? The idea is to place your pen to paper and draw a shape without lifting your pen from the paper or retracing any part of the line. You can, however, cross lines. Now that you're familiar with the concept, look at the 4 pictures below. One of them cannot be drawn with one line. Ah, I get you. Ah, I remember doing puzzles. The house definitely is one line. The circle is definitely one line. That's tough. Because the one in the top right, I mean, I think I can actually draw on the screen here. So, surely one line would be... And we're coming back to ourselves here. Because we'd want to keep going like this. However, the car... We're not getting that cross where the just below the windows is. Oh, I... Yeah, it's the car.
There we go. Ah, I suppose I thought wrong.
Huh? So that's a circle, that's one line. Maybe it is... No. The circle is definitely one line. And it looks like this one is a swirl. Which makes me think it is the car, but... No, that's the house, that's done. So the only one, I just selected the car. But the car is like... I can only go one way. Under the window. I can't return from... Yes, it's not the house. I've literally just drawn all three except for the car. That's the only one. Ah, I get you. There you go. That's the house. Oh, no. Yeah, it's still the bot. We'll go with the house. But I'm still not sure about that car.
Luke, here's my answer.
Yeah, that is the proper one, the house then.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Ah, right, see. So the car would come back on itself to finish it. Sneaky. That's some fine work there. I was stuck on this puzzle for Yeah, totally lost the Welsh accent. I was stuck on this puzzle for I don't know how long. Ah, you're there, boy. I just had a terrible vision of you running into trouble tonight. So be careful out there, alright? Totally lost it. Well, that was a welcome piece of news, but don't worry about me because I don't get scared easily. Okay then, so let's get into the town. I think there was a house over here somewhere. Oh, we got a candle. Look here, my boy. This extinguished candle has reminded me of a simply wonderful puzzle. 10 candles stand burning in a dining room. A strong breeze blows in through an open window and extinguishes 2 of them. Checking back in on the candles later, you see that 1 more candle has gone out. To make sure no more flames go out, you shut the window. Assuming the wind doesn't extinguish any more candles, how many candles do you have in the end? Strong breeze. That's right, Sunrise. Something hanging off the window. What do you mean it's hanging off the window? Can't see anything there. Why would you keep the window open? That is the question here. A strong breeze extinguishes 2 of them. Checking back in on the candles later, you see that 1 more's gone out. So that's 7. To make sure no more flames go out, you shut the window. Assuming the wind doesn't extinguish any more candles, how many candles do you have left in the end? I tell you what, is this a trick question? I'm going to risk it. Surely all of the candles eventually, burn out. No, I was wrong.
I've let you down, Professor.
It was worth a try. Well, 7 was the answer, but that's surely too straightforward. Yeah, I was thinking it's... At the end of the day, all the candles are going to burn out, which would have left 0, but... Actually, I think you might be onto a winner. Yeah, it could be actually 10.
Well, here's my guess.
No.
No, I was sure I had it.
I'll see where you're going with that. Even though they were blown out, technically there's still candles. It doesn't mention how many are still alight. Well, you don't have to look to see there's 10 candles. It tells you there's 10 candles. Stand burning. A strong breeze blows in through an open window and extinguishes 2 of them. Checking back. I mean, what, do we go with 7? There's only, well, according to that, there's only 7 that's still alight. But I still think this is a trick question.
How does this sound? No, I was sure I had it.
I've put 10 though. It didn't accept 10. Yeah, I put 10 as my second guess, didn't I? I could have sworn I put 10.
Well, here's my guess.
Yeah, I'd already done 10. Unless I misunderstood what you're trying to say. The puzzle asks you how... Yeah. The puzzle asks you to work out how many candles you have left in the end. But what does that actually mean? This is the thing. Surely hang on. I know.
Well, here's my guess.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, how I figured that out was 3 had actually gone out, so the others were still burning, so there would be those 7 had died out, we're left with 3. Yeah. Excellent work, my boy. Sometimes it's important to consider the obvious too. Delving too deep into the implied can cause misconceptions. I'm just glad my brain's working. Apparently it's fully functioning, or somewhat functioning. It appears that no one is working in the shop. Hey, you two, what you up to? Let me in on the secret. Hey, I got it, don't tell me, I told you I got it. Out searching for somebody here? Looking for info, yeah? But sorry, I haven't seen you, man. Are you sure you didn't see or hear anything that might help us? No, I've got nothing for you, stop asking me about it. I see. Well, in any case, thank you for your time. Oh yeah, and good luck with your silly search. 2 silly men on a silly search, right? But definitely do not go poking around the tower on the north side of the village, understand? That sounded really sketchy. There's something he's hiding. The tower on the north side of the village? How do you even get to that part of the village? Do you remember that clock tower in the square? I believe we must pass through it to get to the north side of the village. Let's go and check it out. That's the clock tower you're talking, right, Professor? Yes, quite right. Sometimes standing in front of someone's standing right in front of the entrance. What did Deke sound like? He does sound a bit... He looks a bit derpy, so I'm going to go with that. Hey there, you've been pretty busy solving puzzles, yeah? If you want to pass through here, you need to have solved at least 12 puzzles first. But it looks like you've already done that. Well, I guess I just lied to you then. If you really want to pass through here, you're also going to have to solve one more puzzle. Hey Vicky online. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. The dice below look normal enough, but if you look carefully there's a pattern. You know the following. A equals 0, B equals 9, C equals 6. So what does D correspond to? Right, okay, so A is 0 with the dot up in the middle. B is 9. So this is just clock faces, isn't it? So D is 3, 3. I hope.
There we go.
That was easy.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Tracking and exterminating rodents. That sounds amazing. You need to get yourself a cat. Way to go! You've earned it, sir, so come on through. Are you still after that scary cat? We are looking for one of the Reynolds employees now. He's a man by the name of Ramon. You haven't seen him about, have you? Ramona? Yeah, I think I might have. Oh gosh, where did I see him? Maybe you'd be better off asking someone else. She's standing... Ask Lucy, she's standing under the clock tower. What is that? You got a strange gizmo. Well, it looks like a pair of eyes, or, well, use your imagination. Poor guy. Major, that's what, if Layton was in Smash, totally, it should do that coming towards the screen. Yeah, I think that would be his Smash. Bring Layton to Smash, come on Nintendo. We can finally pass through the clock tower to the north side of the village. How exciting. I can't wait to see what's in store for us there. Oh, talking about rodents, bear with me 1 second guys, I'm going to be back in a tick. You're still there? Hee, what you doing? I can tell you want to ask me something, but would you mind solving my puzzle first? My little brother and I come up with this one together. Okay then, Lucy. Brother and sister. A boy and his sister are sitting around the kitchen table chatting. You know, sis, if I took away 2 years from my age and gave them to you, you'd be twice my age, huh? Well, why don't you just give me one more on top of that, then I'll be 3 times your age. So how old is each sibling? You like detective games like Gazer? I'm enjoying this more than I was expecting to be honest. Right, so how old are the siblings? I'm using a modified Daisy Powerline 426 top-loading ball-bearing air pistol. I don't like it. This is an interesting game, is it, on the Switch? Oh wow, it sounds like you're having a lot of fun with them. I've seen a couple of YouTube videos where people exterminate rats and squirrels like that. No, it's not on the Nintendo Switch, it's on a mobile phone, I believe. But no Switch. It would be great if they could upgrade the graphics. Bring out the complete collection on the Switch or something. You know, sis, if I took away 2 years from my age and gave them to you, you'll be twice my age. So I guess they are pretty young. So if he was 4, take away 2 years, she would then be 4 and he'll be 2. Oh, hang on. What about 6? Six of... Twice my age. 6. Say 6 and 3. If you took 4. Yeah. What about 9 and 3? No, they're not that old. They don't look that old apart. Three times your age. 9 and 6. This is a tricky one. They just don't look that old, so I'm going to say they've got to be quite young. I think both of them are 6. So the thing is, so if they're both 6, if I took away 2 years from my age, yes, so 6 would make him 4 and her 8. Give me one more.
Luke, here's my answer.
Fair play.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Nice one, guys. Conditions in the puzzle only work if both the brother and sister are currently 6. Are they twins? Okay. Was that too easy for you? Oh well. She had a Scottish accent before, didn't she? It's kind of weird. The accents just come out my mouth. They don't really... Yeah. They come out my mouth when they want to. Hey, you know the guy from the mansion, Ramon? He may look sedate, but does he look like the nightlife? His Oh, I give up. He's friends with that party animal, Jarvis. Jarvis? I don't believe I know the man. Where might I find him? Well, you see, Jarvis isn't the type to place much value in being gainfully employed. At this time of day, he's probably lazing around those steps to the north. Just head up north until you hit a fork in the road, and take the path to the right. Okay, I have to go now. Let's play again later. She looks like a character from The Simpsons, all yellow. Okay. Should we sort out the situation here? Look at that cat, Professor. It's not Claudia, is it? No, of course it's a different cat. Yes, it's an alley cat, and judging by the way he's bullying that poor mouse, a rather mean one at that. Ah, yes, Luke. Speaking of mice, have you heard this one before? Too many mice. Mice are famous for their ability to multiply at breakneck speeds. The type of mouse we have here gives birth once a month, birthing 12 babies each time. Baby mice mature and can give birth 2 months after they are born. You picked up one of these darling baby mice at the pet shop and brought it home the day after it was born. In 10 months from now, how many mice will you have? A ton of them. It certainly is a DS game. Ah, look at the little mouse. Type of mouse here, birthing 12 babies at a time. Baby mice mature and can give birth 2 months after they are born. You picked up one of these darling baby mice at the pet shop and brought it home the day after it was born. In 10 months from now, how many mice will we have? So what's that? So, for 9 months, they're going to give birth to 12 babies a month. So what's that? 100... Ah, yeah, of course. It was trying to trick me. Well, saying that, the mouse might be dead in that time.
I think I've got it! Layton's apprentice saves the day!
Correct. Excellent work, Luke. You got a painting scrap. Where did we just get that from? Was the cat withholding it? Right, okay. Let's continue on our way. Oh, who have we got here? We got Agnes back again. And some shifty looking dude over on the left here. Let's talk to Agnes. Oh dear, your fortune for this month looks abysmal. I recommend solving my puzzle if you want to avoid this terrible, potentially gory fate. One line puzzle 2. It's worth 30. Oh, we're back to this again. So the idea of one line puzzles, right, well we know the deal here. So the house this time has got to be... Okay, let's I can't believe it's the house is the odd one out. Right, definitely not the house this time. The hat could be a contender. The glasses are A-OK.
How does this sound? Layton's apprentice saves the day!
Yeah, so that bottom bit there, the hat, wouldn't work. My, that was quick. Were you that scared of a month's worth of bad luck? Well, I'm sorry to say that there's nothing you can do to change fate. You have to just grin it and bear it. Come here, girl. She's come back. Right, okay, let's go over to the shifty looking guy. What's this? Yes, it's just as I suspected. I can tell you from here, sir. You have something you want to ask me, no? Don't even try to hide it, sir. It's in your eyes, and ask you may after you solve this puzzle for me. Island hopping. Right, here is an overhead view of a cluster of tropical islands. As you travel from A to B, your objective is to visit every island exactly once. The island folk say this can be accomplished with the addition of a single straight line. The only other rule is that your bridge can't cross over. Leon, you need to buy Kylie a dog. Get her a Dachshund. Save up some of that cash and get her a Dachshund. Sounds like she needs a dog in her life. Right, as you travel from A to B, your objective is to visit every island exactly once. With a single straight line. The other rule is... Okay. Oh, I see, right. Huh? You'd rather get a hot dog. Well, that'll last what? Probably less than 30 seconds. You could have a dog for life. Or a hot dog for a minuscule amount of time. The only other rule is that your bridge can't cross over any pre-existing. So where should your bridge go? I'm confused. You want to visit every island once with the addition of a single straight line. So we can't put the line down over any of the bridges. Yeah, Major. Get a dog. Oh, you won't... Oh, I see what you mean. Right, okay. Something like that then, basically. So... There's a couple of places that I'm kind of... I'm sure it's wrong, but just on the off chance.
Luke, here's my answer.
Oh, it was right.
Every puzzle has an
See, I was trying to work out exactly where it would come back to if you visited every island. Yeah, and that will get you back up to... Cool. Oh, what accent did he have? Just as I suspected, a fellow detective, your skills at puzzle solving are formidable, sir. Dare I say they approach my own? It's the eyes I say, they never lie, and when they do, I know. They both look so sketchy. Oh, we can't go for a drink just yet. Let's go to the left. Oh. What's his problem? Lend me an ear, would ya? I like your expert opinion on this puzzle. It won't take but a minute. Father's age. A father and son are chatting when the son poses this question. Dad, I'm 22 now, but just how old are you? The father replies, you want to know how old I am, huh? Well, I tell you what, I'm as old as your age, plus half of my age. How old is the father? So the kid, well, yeah, I guess he is a kid, 22. I'm as old as your age, plus half... I'm surprised the kid doesn't even know the age of his dad. I mean, I always knew that. Well, 22. How are you getting 44 though? 22 plus half of that would be 36. $44 would be twice his age, plus half of my age. So if he was 44 plus half of... You know what, I'm just going to go for 44 here.
There we go. Another
well
puzzle
done.
Solved.
So he was double his age. Oh, I see, yeah. When you read it like that, it makes sense. I guess I was on the right track all along. Sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll let you get back to it. Right, where else are we going? Have we got any hidden... Oh, we got a coin. Man. That is a big nose. Let me tell you, lately St. Mystere has become a dangerous place. Case in point, I haven't seen Ramon since yesterday. Is that rascal missing or something? I don't know why people are disappearing, but recently they just vanish. You can't walk the streets alone. Really? Could you please elaborate a bit on what you know of these mysterious disappearances? Nope, can't say I know the particulars of the subject. Seems to me that the only folks vanishing were the ones complaining or feeling sick or tired. I'm sorry, I don't really remember much about it. You probably have better luck talking with Zapone about stuff like this. I hear he's in the know about pretty much everything. Zapone, you say? Where might we find this person? What? You mean you didn't bump into him on the way here? He's a slouching looking man with a fancy little moustache. You know him when you see him. Wow, it really is hard to get a lead on this case. The day is far from over, Luke. Let's see what else we can find out by asking around. Yeah, he has got a bit of a flathead. He is sleeping, yeah? We'll leave him in peace. Okay, who's this? Gerard. Oh, hello there. Say, lady, you haven't seen a big coin around here, have you? I could have sworn that I dropped a lovely one somewhere nearby. See, I always seem to be losing things nowadays, and replacing them gets mighty expensive. I've become quite a penny pincher. Don't suppose you'd mind advising me on a tiny money matter, would you? I'll give it a go. Spare change. Rope and coins are arranged as shown below. As you pull the end of the rope out to the left and right, the rope will draw taut and push the coins to either side. Assuming you only get to keep the coins that end up on the top half of the rope, how many coins will you have? Oh, I get you. You need a French fellow. Yeah. Well, we might work up to that. Otherwise, maybe next stream. Right, so rope. Right, bear with me for a minute or two for this. Oh, I don't know if that's right, that bottom one. Right, so I need to ignore that dot next to it.
Luke, here's my answer.
Oh. I can't have been that far off then.
Wrong.
Maybe there was another one? Oh. Made a bit of a change. This is actually quite a tricky one. Just not too sure. I'm playing on the Wii U. There is a way of getting DS games playable, so yeah, any DS games. Thankfully, the Wii U actually has another use, I guess, after Mario Maker's gone. Yeah, it's because it's touchscreen and HDMI. It's quite handy. Honestly, this one is quite tricky. This might be like one of the first I've got to skip or get hints for. I don't think that's right at all.
Luke, here's my answer. Oh, how embarrassing.
It does play with your mind a bit, this one. So I can kind of... the problem is it all gets a bit confusing after you get to a certain point.
There we go.
Ah, cool. I wasn't that far off the first time then, I must have just missed the one. Wow. It really is quite a simple puzzle. Well, it is, but it's still a little confusing. My, what a sharp fellow you are! Now, and do an old man a favour and help me search for that coin, huh? So we were after someone else, weren't we? Go meet Sapone. Was that guy here? That dodgy-looking geezer. Yeah. Looking around into the mysterious dissipences around. Looking around into the mysterious dissipences around the village, are you? Well, let me give you my take on the situation. Well, is something the matter? Ah, yes, now I remember. If it's rumours you're after, take a tip from a fellow detective and go ask Luton. He owns the village restaurant.
You're looking for the restaurant now? It's not far, just add a little to the west of here. But before you go running off again, I've got a tip for you. If you want to experience all that's mysterious to offer, you can't just run from point A to point B. Take some time and explore the village from top to bottom. You'll be glad you did.
Much appreciated. We'll be sure to give that a try. Come on, Luke. We'll have work to do. Oh, who's in? I don't think that's Crouton, but... Rodney? Oh, what can we give Rodney? Rodney, what type of way of speaking? What accent? I'm just trying to build up to something epic here, but it's not going to work, is it? I hear you're being investigating, St. Mystere. Feel free to continue, but stay away from that tower. It's not quite the voice I expected to give him. That voice brings misfortune upon the village, and I strongly advise you to take your distance. Where are we off to? Oh, here we go. Rodney must be American. Yeah, well, I kind of changed that up a bit. Hug, what the heck was that sound? Yeah, you're just getting all random type of voices here. I said he was Scottish. I was thinking of that bastard from Austin Powers. I was channeling him for some reason. Paulie, what did we have for Paulie? Who cares? Oh, I have just had it. Would someone please stop that awful racket? We've got another kind of Scottish one going on here. What's the matter, sir? Who are you calling sir? I'm a young man. But never mind that. I'm furious. That sound, that horrible sound. I can't get a wink of sleep at night. Used to be the tower only made a noise every once in a while, but now it's roaring non-stop. How am I supposed to sleep? You hear me, tower? How am I supposed to sleep? Please calm yourself, sir. Do you have any idea what the source of that deafening din is? You know, now that you mention it, I don't have the slightest clue what you... I'm pretty sure I just went from like Scottish to Irish, back to Scottish. This is messed up. I've heard it's the roar of a huge monster that lives up in the tower, but who knows? Where's the Scottish accent coming from today? So the noise is coming from the tower, is it? Oh, there's that giggling girl. Let's go to the tower. That filthy jar reminds me of a puzzle I once heard. Yeah, maybe if I could type into the game, that's what I would have said, like Gazer. A glass jar holds a single germ. After 1 minute, the germ splits into 2 germs. 1 minute after that, the 2 germs each split again, forming a total of 4 germs. Continuing at this rate, a single germ can multiply to fill the whole jar in exactly 1 hour. Knowing this, how long in minutes would it take to fill the jar if you had started with 2 germs? Alan! Oh man, it's been a couple of months, man. How are you doing? I'm okay. Just having a bit of a laugh at the minute, it's all good. It's been a fun stream. Right, okay. Let's figure this out. Right, a glass jar. So it, after 1 minute, it splits into 2. After another minute, it splits into 4. So, oh man, this is actually quite a tricky one. I might need a calculator for this. So basically, it's continuously multiplying up to 60. Someone please do the math. Oh, hang on. 60 minutes? What am I talking about?
I think I've got it.
Oh, okay.
I've
Must have
let you
misread
down,
that.
Professor.
120. So where did I get that from? Oh, I see. A single germ can multiply to fill the whole jar in exactly 1 hour. I was thinking that's where the 60 minutes. If we'd started with 2 jars, 2 germs. $120 minutes? Wow. Thank you, Scout. Take these monies and just keep it up. Brains. Give me the monies. Give me the monies. I don't know why the zombies keep showing up, but it's fun. Knowing this, how long in minutes would it take to fill the jar? So we can't do any more than 99 minutes, Leon. Karush, welcome, man. Hope you're doing well. And Major, absolute legend. A single germ can multiply. 30 minutes?
I think I've got it.
I think I've got it. No, I haven't.
I'm so embarrassed.
You should be, Luke. So I was kind of maybe thinking if it took 1 jar to fill in an hour, maybe 2 would have been... Oh, hang on. I know...
How does this sound?
The funny thing is, right, about a week ago at work, Someone asked me this exact puzzle, but I don't think it was germs. It was money, and then it just popped into my head because it's only you're just adding 1 after the initial minute. So yeah, there you go. That's so much of a coincidence that I was asked that about a week or 2 ago. Thank you, Connor, if you're watching. You helped me out there. You're spot on. Excellent job. Was you talking to me, Alan? Because I got it right on my, what, 3rd time? 3rd attempt. But no, I didn't do very good at maths. Right. This jar's quite nice, actually. Why don't we take it with us? But, my boy, it's covered in grime. What's this? Something's hidden inside the jar. I think you're right. Luke, reach your hand in and see what's inside, will you? I wouldn't do that, Luke. You don't know what's in there. You got a painting scrap. Who is going around town dumping painting scraps into wherever? Okay, so we still need to go and speak to that crouton guy. What the heck? That's not the chef though. I'll try a French accent on the chef. So I hear you two are into puzzles. I can tell. It's obvious from the way you're oogling these coins. You can smell it, can't you? Well, you're right. There's a puzzle in these coins. Have a look. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no real mathematical knowledge required for this. That wasn't really a maths question. Take it easy. Thank you, Sunrise. I'll pop into a stream another day of yours. Good luck with Zelda. In the drawings below, 10 coins are arranged to form an equilateral triangle. The triangle is pointing up right now, but can you get it to point down by moving 3 of the coins? Okay. Oh, I like this one. So I think actually it's going to be very easy to do. But still, well, it's going to be easy to do once you know what to do. Move the top 3 coins to the bottom. Like that, Alan. Because that don't look right to me. I think there's more to it than that. That can't be right. Hold on, because there's 4 in the middle. So I need to use... Oh, okay. Well, the 2 coins in the bottom corners to the opposite side, and then the one at the top. So, move it where? Ah, right, okay. So that's got to be... Yeah, I kind of get you now. So we're going to be using... I just got it. The 2 coins in the bottom corners to the seconds here. I wonder if that will accept it.
Here's my answer.
Yeah, cool. Nice one.
Another puzzle solved.
The interesting thing about this puzzle is the way the whole triangle changes shape. Oh, it literally was just turning them round. Nice one, Alan, there. We got there. What voice did he have? Who cares? Some mysterious, full of puzzle lovers like you two, but not all of them are nice like me. Watch your back. Right, let's go talk to the guy at the back. Layton, he hasn't been around here today. That wasn't French. Sigh, it looks like we've hit another dead end. Too bad you couldn't find him. He usually sneaks out of work to come here to gossip and drink coffee. And you know, speaking of gossip, I've heard some weird rumours from my customers lately. Recently, there's been talk of some strange old man running around since mysterious kidnapping people. More Russian, I think. A kidnapper? Who is this old man? I heard all of this second hand, so you got me there. You need to find the better source for village gossip. You might want to try the cafe. Usually you'll hear rumours straight from the source there. It's almost sunset now, so the cafe should be open for dinner. A mysterious old man kidnapping village folk? Now that's a rumour. Sounds more like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I haven't even done Arnold Schwarzenegger yet. I haven't found anyone that is worthy of Arnold Schwarzenegger accent yet. Professor, it's getting dark outside. I'm afraid that's my cue to start closing up shop. Come by tomorrow if you get hungry. Oh, I don't know where it comes from. It's just... Luke, let's take a moment to sum up our findings. We have a strange roaring tower, disappearing villagers, and an odd elderly kidnapper. It's all so bizarre, I can't make any sense of it. Oh, it's all so bizarre. I can't make any sense of it at all, Professor. I think we've finally got some clues on our hands, my boy. Observing the nightlife in this village might tell us more of what we need to know. Great idea, Professor. Major, you're too kind. Too kind. Collect info at the cafe. Oh goodness, whatever shall we do? What seems to be the trouble, sir? Let's see here, strong, young, and you look like you've had a good back. Oh, thank heavens you came along. I beg your pardon? I've searched everywhere and I just can't find that thing. Oh, I suppose I must have dropped it when I was out strolling by the park this afternoon. I would go search for it myself, but it's dark outside now. It is awfully scary out there. Bah, nothing of the sort. It's just that, well, I'm no spring chicken anymore, and my eyes aren't as sharp as they used to be. So how about it, laddie? Will you help out an old man and go search in front of the park for me? What? But we're in the middle of our investigation right now. Now, Luke, no need to be rude. After all, the park is but a small way away. And who knows, we might actually find some new information to aid our case there. Besides, helping those in need is the duty of any gentleman. Splendid! I'll wait right here for you to come back. I'm counting on you. One more detail, please, sir. What exactly did you drop? Drop? I? Oh, now, what was it? Oh, that's right. It was my watch. Actually, my best wish... There's a bit of a tongue twister there. My best wristwatch. Bring it back for me, laddie. So, where was the park? Was that over to the left? Yawn. Gerard lost something again. I think he's getting a bit slow. He's always dropping stuff. So what did he drop this time? Let me guess. Was it a wristwatch? Indeed, he did drop a wristwatch. Did you pick it up around here? Well, actually no, because Beatrice was the one who found it. Thing is, it was already late when she found it, so she decided to hold on to it until morning. Go to the inn and you can probably ask her for it. So there you go. Now that I've got your attention, could you give me a hand and solve this puzzle? Dark places really scare me, but I wanted to solve this puzzle so much I came out here for help. The puzzle is all about stars, you see. Maybe you can make sense of the thing, Of course, I'd be happy to help you with it. Rich watch. Got a nice rich watch. Look at a giant scar in the night sky. How many triangles can you find in the picture? Be sure to count overlapping triangles separately. Wow. Any advancement on 6? Seven. Yep, I'm counting 7 now. I can't see any more than that. 13? Nah, that can't be right. I see 7. So you got 1 here. That was a little bit over. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. 5, 6, 7. Oh, 8. Oh, the attic window.
Ah, I suppose I thought wrong.
I wouldn't say that attic window is a triangle. Yeah, but those big... then... Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Yeah, I'm thinking 10 actually. I'm going with 10.
Luke, here's my answer. Oh, how embarrassing.
Definitely not 10. Oh, you see 10 in the star overall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6, 7, 8. You see 10. Let's go with 12 then. What's the worst that can happen?
There we go.
Yeah. So there was 10 in the star
Critical
plus the 2
thinking
in
is
the house.
Key to success.
Cool. Thanks so much. I can finally go home and get some sleep. Yawn. And remember, Beatrice from the inn was a 1 to 5 Gerard's watch. Don't forget to ask her about it, okay? Okay, see you tomorrow. Ah. Come, Luke, let's go. Luke can have the stuff there. Hello there, boys. Good morning, Beatrice. Good evening, Beatrice, rather. I heard that you found a wristwatch out by the entrance to the park. Oh, that old thing. Does it belong to you, Professor? Oh no, it's Gerard's. He dropped it today while wandering about and asked me to help him find it. Why am I not surprised? That man shreds more stuff than a cat sitting by a fireplace. Alright then, here's that watch. You know, it makes sense that it belongs to Gerard. I was just thinking to myself, the Professor is far too fashionable to wear this old thing. Ha 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 ha. Thank you very much. Ah yes, and just out of curiosity, you haven't seen Ramon about lately, have you? Ramon? That skinny man with the big purple lips? No, he hasn't come by today, but you know, for all his fancy clothing, I hear he's actually quite the layabout. He's probably off idling at the cafe. Why not go check on him? I see. If that's the case, I'd like to go to the cafe right away. Do you mind keeping the front door open a little longer? Oh, don't you worry, Professor. Another guest arrived to stay the night and I'm setting up his room. Besides, my door is always open for a dashing gentleman such as yourself. Talk to... Oh man, where is Gerard? There he is, waiting in front of the clock tower. Oh, so you found my watch, did you? But of course, a gentleman always helps those in distress. Speaking of which, we're still quite worried about Ramon's whereabouts and should probably return to our search now. Yep, St. Mystere is strange like that. Despite its size, it can be quite challenging to find... where is these accents going? He was kind of like a proper English person at one point. It can feel like running around a maze. Speaking of mazes, blah-de-blah. But we really must be... Oh, what's going on? A puzzle. Out on the run. A mysterious bandit is on the run and trying to escape the police who are hot on his trail. His entrance into his part of town is marked with an arrow. This particular bandit follows a peculiar creed and has vowed never to go backwards or turn around. Also, whenever he comes to a junction, he would always turn left or right. Now, as you can see from the map, this part of town has multiple exits, which are labelled A to G. All of the exits here. Which one will the bandit never be able to pass through? Never go backwards or turn around. Whenever he comes to a junction, he will always turn left or right. Well, I'm thinking of two here. I'm thinking of B and E. Because E always seems to have something turning it off at a different point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's C.
That should do it.
No, it wasn't.
Ah, I suppose I thought wrong.
Well, I might as well go for the other one I thought, which was B then.
That should do it.
Yeah.
Another puzzle solved.
You're a sharp one, laddie. You know, if you're looking for someone, you should ask around at the inn or cafe. As you know, the inn is right by the entrance to the village. The cafe is right at the fork in the road just north of here. We've already searched the inn, but checking the cafe sounds like a good idea. We'll be sure to stop by. Alright then, thanks again, you really helped me out. Think nothing of it, sir. A cream rug. Let's just go Layton. A cream rug, really? Collect info at the cafe. And thank you, Major, for donating via the other link, so it bypasses YouTube's take half scheme. Right, where are we off to? The cafe. No, that wasn't the cafe. Let's get out of here. No, it's already 10:30. We will finish up relatively soon, I feel. When am I going to do Layton streams? I don't know, really. When's the next one going to be? Alan, do you have Twitter? Follow me. I will post on Twitter. Or join the Discord and I'll mention when I'm going to do the next stream. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we have to... The cafe's not open at the minute, is it? Not trusted with Twitter. Okay. Yeah, you can always... I'm pretty sure you're on Discord anyway. Surely everything is closed at this time of night. Let's talk to her. I'm sorry, young lady. Could you help us? We're looking for someone. You see, and... Sorry, I can't help you. Can't, I mean, I don't want to. I've barely even talked to Ramon, and I have no interest in this search. Hee. But maybe, if you help me solve this puzzle, I might just, you know, remember something. And just who do you think you are, young lady? Well, we're still doing the puzzles, so... Go on then, let's do one more puzzle. The force of gravity on the moon. Ah, Eirik. Honestly, man, don't feel like you need to... If you're... if you need your money, I will understand. Don't worry about it. The force of gravity on the moon is about 1/6 of that on Earth. This means that on the moon, an object weighs about 1/6 what it does on Earth. If you bring a 600-gram weight and a scale to the moon and gently place the weight on the scale, which of the following weights will the scale indicate? 0 grams, lighter than 100 grams, exactly 100 grams, he needs no money. Get back on those noodles, Eirik. Toast and noodles. Don't go buying the expensive foods, you know. I don't think you realise how much this money contributes towards my KFC. Right, if you bring a 600 gram and a scale to the moon... 1/6 what it does on Earth. So what we talking here? Maybe C. Although I didn't think anything weighed in space. Isn't everything like 0 grams? Or 0 gravity? Alan, you've never been to the moon. Well, I'm not getting anything out of you tonight, am I then? We'll go for C. As it does say that on the moon it weighs 1/6. It's wrong.
Frankly,
I'm pretty sure
I'm
it's 0.
ashamed.
I honestly think it's 0.
There we go.
Okay.
Frankly, I'm
No,
ashamed.
we're both wrong. So, so it's got to be B or D. Well, we've got what?
That should do it.
There's only 4 possible. Oh wow, it was B then.
How embarrassing.
Is that because it's something to do with the scale? Why it weighs
go.
less?
Another puzzle solved.
The scale will indicate a weight of less than 100 Gs. The scale is almost always set to 0 with the weight of the scale tray included, so that would be less than 100. You know, I've heard that if you aren't carefully walking around St. Mystere at night, you can run into trouble. I bet Ramon wasn't being careful. What exactly do you mean? Oh, she's still giggling away. I do like that fact, Eirik. It just gives you a bit of insight because you could just go randomly, you know, clicking, well, answers and not really understand why it was that answer. It's a bit like when you're at school when the teacher, well, you need to explain why you come to that answer. The game kind of just fills you in on that. We can't go... Oh. There seems to be a puzzle embedded in this door. I could have sworn there was nothing there a minute ago. Fascinating. This puzzle appears to be acting as some sort of lock for this door. How delightful. Look, my boy, why don't you give this puzzle a try? I'm almost certain the door will open if you solve it. Get the ball out. Ah, one of these, yeah. Can you get the red ball out of the maze? Slide obstructing blocks out the way to clear a path for the ball. This problem can be solved in as few as 12 moves. Not off to a great start. So... I thought I had it then. A few more than 12, but did the job.
Professor, I've solved it!
With all those blocks in the way, getting your ball to the goal was harder than you expected, wasn't it? No, it wasn't that bad. Very nice. The door should open right up now. Ooh, secret. Oh, wow. What is going on in here? This is bizarre. Why, hello there. Do you often find yourself hopelessly, achingly, painfully stuck on puzzles? Well then, Sonny, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Granny Riddleton's Puzzle Shack. Granny Riddleton? Where can we find this lady? Isn't it obvious? She's right in front of you, boy. No wonder you have trouble seeing... whatever. Yes, you are gazing at the beautiful and clairvoyant Granny Riddleton, guide to the puzzled puzzlers. Look at those teeth. Beautiful and clairvoyant. Professor, do you know what she's going on about? Fret not, Luke. Why don't you let me do the talking here? Sorry to disturb you, Miss Riddleton, but by clairvoyant, do you mean to say that you've some psychic powers? Can you do things like, say, pick a criminal out of a crowd, or visualise the location of lost objects? Any fortune teller can do that. So what if you can see a few days into the future? Big whoop! My speciality, you see, is puzzles. Puzzles people forget about. Puzzles people miss. Surely you boys had a few of those, eh? No need to turn red. It happens to the best of puzzlers. What I do, you see, is I take those poor, lost little puzzles and invite them to stay with me. Wow, so the puzzles that we have forgotten about, those puzzles are here now? Not quite, boy. I'm here to welcome puzzles that have no other place to stay in the village. It looks like you finally worked out what makes me so amazing, boy. Now go ahead and give me a knock on the door of that little shack behind me. Oh, she needed a better voice than this. Inside you'll find rows of cute little jars, each of them with a forgotten puzzle stuffed inside. I bet you can find those forgotten puzzles of yours somewhere in the midst of all my little pretties. Let's take a look. Okay, so there's a few puzzles there. We're not going to bother with the puzzles at the minute. There's, what, 8? Best witch voice ever, really? I'm not too sure about that. She would fit an Arnold voice. No, I'm still haven't found that person yet. I don't know where to go because the cafe seems closed. How is that cat still? Professor, there's a cat here. Ah, here kitty, kitty, kitty. Animals are very dear to you, aren't they, Luke? Well, I have just a puzzle for you then. Cats and mice, okay. 5 cats can watch 5 mice in 5 minutes. With that in mind, how many cats does it take to catch 100 mice? In 100 minutes. I'll go have a look for the cafe in a minute. Hopefully once we find the cafe we'll finish things off. 5 cats can catch 5 mice in 5 minutes. With that in mind, how many cats does it take to catch? I think a lot would be the answer. Hey Joseph, you did just make it in time. 1 cat. Ah, I see where you're going with this, Major. Yeah, I think you're right there. That was kind of like a trick, another trick question.
Well, here's my guess.
Oh, you were wrong.
I've let you down, Professor.
Joseph, I'm doing all good. I've had a bit of fun tonight. It's getting on a bit though. It's nearly 11 PM. I don't usually stream this late on a Thursday when I got work the next day. Been having so much fun though. 5 cats can catch 5 mice in 5 minutes. With that in mind, needs to be a cat on steroids. How many cats does it take to catch 100 mice in 100 minutes? So 5 in 5 minutes. 100 in 100 minutes. Indeed. I should have another Mario Maker level up tomorrow actually. I've got 2 done. But yeah, I'm trying to release those on days when I don't have anything to stream or can't stream. With that in mind, how many cats? You know what, Eric? I'm going to go with your answer. It's getting to that time of the evening where I'm willing to try anything.
Well, here's my guess.
Well done.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
5 cats can catch 5 cats in 5 minutes. If the mouse hunt continues, yeah. Wonderful job there, Luke. We got a painting scrap. Awesome. So, I'm looking in the wrong place then, apparently. Ah, there's the cafe. Grum. You know what? It's near the end of the stream. And I'm going to give him the Arnold voice. Or at least try. Joseph. It's a really good game. I can't even remember if I got this far when I first played it. Okay then. Arnie, come on. We need you here. It's going to sound awful. Or there. I've never seen your face in here before. Will it be, pal? Oh, I'm not ordering anything. I actually just came by to inquire about a certain matter. Not here for the special then, huh? Well, what do you want to know? No one has seen or heard from Ramon, the servant of Rainhold Manor, since this afternoon. We've looked everywhere around, to no avail. It's like he just vanished from the stairs. While talking with Crouton earlier, he mentioned a strange old man who he said liked to lurk around the village. Do you perchance know anything about this individual? An old man? That was awful. An old man? Alright, that old Uma. So, you have heard of him before? If you have any information, anything at all, please share it with us. You're not from around here, are you? Thing is... oh, it went a bit weird there. Thing is, I can't have you spreading wild rumours around some mystere to the outside world now, can I? Of course, if you're a puzzle lover, then maybe, just maybe, I can find it in me to trust you. See, if you want people here to trust you, you need to get your hands dirty and solve more puzzles. Come and see me again when you've solved at least 30 puzzles. You know how this works. You can see how many puzzles you've solved at the top of your map here. So 30 puzzles, and I'll tell you the rumours I've heard. Or anything else for that matter. I had to tone it down a bit at the end there. Anyway. I'm a cop, you idiot. It's not a tumour. It's not a tumour at all. There you go. You get your Arnie. Right. Collect info at the cafe. What was this guy at the back? Zapone. Nice. Oh, fancy meeting you here. Granny Arnie is who you're after. I forgot what I gave Zapone's voice now. Oh, I love doing voices, even though I'm not very good at it, apparently. Did you hit your head or something? A few times when I was younger, yeah. Zapone, what did he have? I'm going to give him another voice. Oh, fancy meeting you here. I've got a really tough puzzle right now. It's harder to crack than a coconut. And who knows, it might even have something to do with the case you're investigating. So what do you say? Help a fellow detective out, will you, brother? That's all very interesting, but I do believe there's been a mistake here. I'm no detective, you see. Say no more. Although he does look a bit French, that guy. Say no more. Undercover, and I will not... and all that then. Yes, very well, but I know a fellow sleuth when I see one. Us being in the same trade and... I've lost it. It's getting late now. I'm going to finish this puzzle off, guys, and... yeah, we had the Scots earlier. I will work on some more voices for the next stream. I need to be a bit more consistent, I think. A certain town has only 2 barbers in it, and Welsh. Is there anyone? I haven't done an Australian. Anyway, a certain town has only 2 barbers in it. There aren't any other towns nearby, so everyone who lives there gets their hair cut by one of these 2 barbers. Looking at these 2 fine gentlemen, which one should you go to for a haircut? I wouldn't go for either of them, to be honest. I wouldn't trust either of them. Surely this is discrimination. The thing is though, obviously A's hair looks a bit crazy. Don't trust that guy, but hang on. Surely the other guy must have cut his hair. So it's got to be B, yeah?
I think I've got
Oh.
I'm so embarrassed.
The guy tried to cut his own hair? What? Yeah, I see where you're going with that, Alan. Well, it's obviously A, as it wasn't B.
Professor, I've solved it!
I got it mixed around. Yeah, it should have been A for... rereading that. I got it messed up. My bad. Ho ho! You've done it! You've solved that monster of a riddle. Simply astounding. Even I couldn't do it. Oh, it wasn't that difficult. But on a more pressing note, have you heard from Ramon lately? What's that you say, good sir? You want to solve more puzzles? Alright, then here's the gem of a tip. Go visit Granny Riddleton's shack, that's all I can say. My detective's instincts tells me that another case is developing as we speak. Perhaps I'll see you again tomorrow. And on that note, I'm going to finish things there, I think. I'm running out of steam. And we nearly played that for 4 hours. I was thinking tonight, oh, a nice short, a nice short stream. A couple of hours. Cheers, guys, for whoever is watching. It's been a good laugh tonight. When am I going to come back with finishing this off? I will post somewhere, Twitter or over on Discord. Major, it must be like midnight for you. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. It's 11 o'clock. I need sleep tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to be absolutely feeling like crap tomorrow. So yeah, take it easy, guys. I will release a Mario Maker video tomorrow as well. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and thanks for watching. I don't know if it's... Bear with me 1 second, guys. Yeah, we'll leave it there for tonight. Cheers all, take it easy, see you again. Bye.